There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
I quite agree.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. If the information we pried from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Battahl devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Battahl are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Battahl's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Battahl Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Battahl. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Can't stomach that. It's not at the expense of my duty. My sword arm could use some work.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Battahl in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles. Well, how might I be of service?
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you for? Not that I really need to ask. Aye, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again? Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable recovery, really. The man was burnt to a crisp.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
As a matter of fact, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover the secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek to enter Battahl, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
I'm starving, I am.
It is hard to imagine a world empty of him.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and when in doubt, I shall hold my tongue.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouser's burrow in Bakbattahl. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
Forgive me, but there's another matter I've been bursting to speak of. Namely, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I'm sure I'm very sorry. Hear an old man out, won't you? Ah, 'tis you. Thought I recognized you. I suppose I should thank him.
An abandoned campsite, just waiting to be claimed.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
My thanks. I'll not let a good deed go unrewarded.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Menella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern? The people of Battahl view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Battahl more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Bakbattahl without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Battahli along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
How might I be of service?
I've got the sharpest ears in town. We have found a material.
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses. I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Battahl. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Battahl coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
Over here, if you please.
Looking for aught in particular?
We pawns are mere travellers.
You there? Have you a home in Battahl? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Battahl, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
All I've got left for my aches and pains.
Interested in my wares? Peace and quiet. Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich.
Surely I'm over to a day.
Interested in my wares?
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done. You're welcome.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next.
Me? I sell defensive equipment, as you can plainly see. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first.
Always a pleasure.
Go on, have a look.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome and well met. If you seek lodgings in Bakbattahl, look no further. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Do come again.
Over here, if you please.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods, alone, that is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
I shan't let you get away. Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name, then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him? From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us, aye? Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Battle is best avoided here.
Steel yourself! You made a tough stuff! Whatever am I to do?
Just give the order and I will join the fray.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnall. Who is he, really?
Well now, I'm not sure.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say.
To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?